What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Broke Man Finance. If 2020 taught or showed us anything this year, it is to expect the unexpected. With COVID-19, we saw the markets take a huge dip earlier in the year. But what's interesting is at the same time, EV companies or electric vehicle companies saw a huge surge in popularity, which brought in billions of dollars into the market from investors. But even with that, as we wind down towards the end of 2020, a lot of those EV companies have seemed to be losing their popularity or losing interest from some investors. Between Nikola, hideous, Workhorse, and even Tesla, we saw take a dip, and pretty much what analysts are saying has leveled off somewhat towards the end of the year. But before you say enough already with the EV videos, listen, I get it. I've watched countless videos, I've read countless articles on different companies between Workhorse, hideous, Nikola, NIO, Tesla, the list goes on and on. But just take a minute to watch this video about what Canoo has to offer to investors going into 2021 and 2022. This isn't a company that I'm going all in on right now, but it is a company that's piqued my interest because of some of the new ideas that they're offering to consumers when they start producing these cars that no other EV company has yet to offer. But hey, don't take my word for it alone. A lot of people are interested or at least intrigued by this company. Even Jay Leno is intrigued by them. On a prior episode of Jay Lenos Garage, he talked to a couple of the developers for this company and did about a 45-minute video on his episode that you can watch on YouTube that I've referenced the link below, where he rode around in one of their concept cars and kind of picked the brain on far as what the mindset of the developers and the leaders of this company have and what they have to offer consumers that's totally different than the current EV stocks like you see with NIO, Tesla, even Workhorse as far as the industrial products for EV vehicles.
Well, it's very nice to drive.
Cool.
It handles well. Again, it's less effort to drive than a gas car. I mean, I'm not shifting gears. I'm not,
It's quiet.
I mean, I'm talking to you. I'm not raising my voice. People think because you like old cars that, oh, you must hate new technology. I don't. I find it fascinating.
Guys, I'll be honest with you. I personally think this vehicle is straight up hideous. As we get into the video, I'm going to share with you some of the different concepts that is cool and that I like about the vehicle. But from the outside, and just if I went down the road and saw this car sitting on a dealership lot, there is no way I'll say that's the car I want to see or be seen driving around in. But hey, I get it. Some people like the way the vehicle looks. They think it's appealing to them. And if you're one of those people that like the way this vehicle looks, do us a favor and go ahead and hit that like button for the video. So here's one of the reasons why I'm interested in them, and it really has attracted my attention to them, is the new technology that they come up with called the skateboard design or the skateboard platform. This could potentially, obviously with EV vehicles, could potentially change the way they're built, they're designed, and the way they operate. But also it has the ability to, and it already has captured the attention of big companies like Hyundai and Kia, which we'll talk about in just a minute, where they're interested in design. They're already creating partnerships with Canoo to use this platform that they come up with that can, like I said, can change or could potentially change the way cars are made moving forward. So the skateboard concept provides almost like a one-size-fits-all for all the designs that Canoo has made or concept cars for their vehicles. The ability to house almost all the electronics and wiring in the chassis allows more room for space and just really an overall comfort to the consumer. Now, I mentioned before other companies have been attracted to this. The skateboard platform has been successful already. Hyundai announced they'd be partnering with Canoo to utilize their skateboard platform on their future EV vehicles and hybrid vehicles. This partnership is worth up to $87 billion from Hyundai. So for me, this is huge news for a company that's 2 years old. It's still referred to as a startup company. The ability to attract major players in the automobile industry such as Hyundai and Kia and bring in billions of dollars of revenue, even if this company doesn't take off and sell 100,000 cars each quarter in the United States in the next 5 years, the ability to sell their design and receive revenue in from these big companies just based off their product design or their patent is going to bring in more money for this company and really help it develop. Whereas investors such as you and I are all about is, we don't care if it's 50,000 cars or 50 million cars, as long as they're bringing in revenue and our stock price is gaining appreciation or we get dividends. At the end of the day, that's the goal that I have as an investor. But here's where Canoo has thought ahead above all these other car manufacturers and bringing a new concept, and that's the vehicle subscription, which is going to, I think, change the way, a lot of times, the way people look at buying cars or leasing cars. So if you have a subscription, whether you own a car 10 months or 10 years, you pay this one-time fee for this subscription. Granted, of course, for ever long you own the car, the price will vary. But in this, it's going to include the cost of the car, insurance, registration, maintenance, and even charging fees for just so basically a one-time payment, and you get all those things bundled in together. For me, this potentially could be a game changer, a complete game changer for the automobile industry. I mean, we've seen recent videos and commercials. Carvana has really gained such a surge in popularity and sales because people don't want to have to go to Ford or the local Toyota dealership, look at a car, deal with the salesman, argue with the salesman about the price, then the sales manager comes in and has to argue about the price, or you feel like you're dealing with a sleazy car salesman. They just say, this is the car I want, it's delivered to the house, and they have a return policy. If they don't like the car so many days, they can return it, no extra cost. It's gained so much attention, and it really works well for us as Americans because the world we live in is so fast paced and so busy that it fits into our consumer needs. At the same time, having this subscription, people don't want to have a car as it comes due for maintenance, have to take it to a repair shop, let it set for a couple days depending on the severity of the issues, let the mechanic troubleshoot it, fix it. You're without a car, you have to borrow your car, you have to Uber, you have to rent a car, whatever the issue may be. People with this idea can simply say, hey, my car's having issues, I think it's about to have issues, I take it back to Canoo, I swap out for a new car, and I'm all good. I don't have to sit or wait or be carless 1 or 2 days while I'm waiting on a repairman to fix my car. So to give you an idea of the backstory of the skateboard design and this subscription fee or subscription membership idea that they come up with, you got to understand who the mastermind is behind this, and that's Mr. Krantz. So Mr. Krantz previously worked at BMW for over 30 years, during which time he led the development of some of the car makers' most innovative vehicles, including the BMW i3, which won 2 World Car of the Year awards, and the i8, given the coveted title World Green Car of the Year in 2015. He's also been on the development team that produced the iconic Mini brand and the development of the BMW Z3, which was showcased in the James Bond film GoldenEye. If anyone can pull off this and be successful, it's Mr. Krantz. With his vision and his leadership, this company, I think, has great potential moving forward. But let me be honest with you again. I like Canoo, but at this current moment, for me personally, in my investment strategy, everybody has a different investment strategy. I'm not purchasing stock. I want to, one, wait until they do the complete merger and they're trading under the CNOO ticker symbol. I want to see as they go into 2021, as they develop, as they continue to move forward, then I'll reassess and see if I want to put more of my hard-earned money into this company. I think right now it's piqued my interest. It's very intriguing, but I would be very leery on how much money I put, if any, right now. And that's the warning I would give to other people is kind of wait and see how this develops. Again, this is a company that's still considered a startup company and it's 2 years old. Granted, will their stock increase, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%? Possibly. But if it increases that much over the next 6 months, I think they'll increase even more on the backside of it once they start actually producing cars. Remember, their goal of starting to actually produce cars and sell this membership idea isn't until 2022, so obviously that could be delayed based on research and development, some errors. So if anything, it's something to put on your watch list and see how this company develops, because I think if they are successful with the vision that they got, there is a good chance to make a lot of money for this company moving forward. Guys, as always, let me know what you think of the vehicle. Feel free and please put those comments in the comment sections. And if you haven't already done so, hit that like and or subscribe button. It really helps the channel out, and we'll see you on the next video.